Hi there, Preston Sandlin with Home Inspection Carolina, and today I wanted to talk about winter maintenance tips. I kind of have a list, so I'm sorry if I look down periodically, but we can talk about each one. So first, let's check all the weather stripping around doors and windows. Obviously, when you have airflow leaking, you're going to leak energy and cost more money. One good way to check is to literally take a match and go around your windows and doors and see if that flame draws in or out, depending on air pressure, that sort of thing. If it does, you need to work on that weather stripping. Replace all window screens, storm windows, if you have those. That would be kind of older homes. I mean, if they're in need of replacing. Examine all wooden frames for signs of rot and decay. This would be a good time to scrape off the old caulk and re-caulk as long as it's not damp when you do it. And again, check for drafts under windows and doors. That goes with the weather stripping. You can do that match thing around there. Inspect all your windows for cracked windows, broken glass, or gaps, or anything like that, or windows that aren't shutting completely. Also, let's go to the lawn and garden. This is a good time to trim overgrown branches back from the house and electrical wires to prevent the ice. Because if you get that ice thing, the branches are going to come down and cause property damage. Clean and dry patio furniture. Put up any cushions that you have. Because the winter is going to cause them to damage, and we did this. We left them out one winter, and then as soon as spring came, they just tore all to pieces because of that. They were exposed to the elements. Clean the soil from planters. Bring pots. Make sure the clay or other fragile materials indoors. You don't want these to freeze and the pots to break. Remove any attached hoses and store them away from the winter, because if they're hooked up and there's water in them and it freezes, it's going to damage the hose and could damage your spigot as well. Shut off exterior faucets, drain waters from outdoor pipes, valves, sprinkler heads to make sure they don't bust during the winter. Bring in all seasonal tools inside and spray them with a coating of lightweight oil to prevent rust. If you have weed eaters, lawnmowers, that sort of thing, you're not going to be cranking or a motorcycle like me, or something that is usually just used in the summer, you want to put something in the gas tank, because if that gas sits all winter, it can get moisture in it. And there's a product called Seafoam, and there's some others. But this prevents that gas from getting moisture in it and then, getting in your carburetor and causing it not to run so well. So Seafoam is a really good thing to put in your gas tanks. And there's others, but it's like a gas treatment if the equipment's going to sit over winter. Let's see. Heating, ventilating, air conditioning, HVAC. Make sure the firebox and flue systems, ensure they're clean of any soot and creosote. Check the fireplace for drafts. If it's cold outside, you want to close the damper, but make sure that you open it if you're going to do a fire. I know we built a fire when I was in college in a fireplace and did not realize the damper was closed, and all the smoke came inside, and it was a big old mess, and we had to repaint the mantle, and don't do that. I'm ashamed to admit that, but that was long before I became a home inspector. Just make sure that damper's open if you go to build a fire or turn on gas logs or something like that, and they're not ventless, and that's a whole nother video. But anyway, clean your whole house humidifier and replace the evaporator pad. Bleed valves of any hot water radiators to increase heating efficiency by increasing the air, by releasing the air that may be trapped inside. Check smoke alarms and carbon monoxide detectors. Good time to change out the batteries. Had a video yesterday about carbon monoxide detectors. Every house needs them. They used to say, just if you got gas burning appliances. And then it's gas burning appliances and a garage, and definitely a garage, because if you run a car, I think every house needs them. Every house. They're inexpensive. They'll save your life. And I recommend carrying a carbon monoxide detector when you travel. But a whole nother story, but there was a hotel in the mountains of North Carolina where two people died at one incident, and another person died in an incident, same room, because carbon monoxide was leaking into the room, hotel room, and nobody even knew it. They should have, though. Make sure fans are switched to the reverse or clockwise position, which will blow warm air down to the floor for enhanced energy and comfort. Flush the hot water heater tank to remove sediment and check the pressure relief valve to make sure it's in proper working order. This is where you hook the hose up to the bottom of the water heater and you'll turn it on and you'll first see dirty water come out. Just run it until it's clean. And make sure gutters and drains, you make sure all those are cleaned out after all the trees have dropped all their leaves. It's a good time to check those gutters and downspouts. Clean leaves and debris from courtyard, pool, storm drains to prevent blockages. Ensure that all vent openings are covered to prevent insects, birds, and rodents from getting outside to nest in a warm place. Congratulations, you're officially ready for winter. If you have any questions about home inspections or winterizing your house, please go to homeinspectioncarolina.com or askthecharlotteinspector.com. Thanks for watching. Hope you got some good tips. If you did and you like this, please subscribe if you haven't already. It might be on this side. I'm not sure. Thanks a lot.